say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. The Gamecocks about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Appalachian State's offense will have the football first. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to pass. It's Overton. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina! Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fakes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Overton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get it. The offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Overton. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Punga. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Hauls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Overton. Touchdown, Gamecock. That's a... Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to take the top off. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, South. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Tight end now in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the pass game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Overton. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Overton. Right on target this time. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
There are a lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Overton. Still looking, on the move. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. There he goes down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be... South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for him. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The give out of the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Here we go, set.
To the air, it's Overton. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got to 1st down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. toss to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Gets away from one. Finds some space.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. Third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touch.
And give him another 6. Grabs him for a... They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Lofts one high and deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter.
Beck's going for the goal line. And we have... First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Overton. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Offense in a bunch formation. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, South Carolina.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a